I think that personal growth has become just a performance, and people are more interested in looking healed than actual transformation. Hey, I'm Tiffany, your guide to inner knowing and expansion with plant medicine, through plant medicine. I don't know, I'm working that one out. Welcome. The self growth industry has kind of turned everything into a checklist, right? Journal, check. Meditate, check. Buy the right crystals, check. That's pretty on par for the health and wellness industry, mental health included, that it's a multi-billion dollar industry. I want to say it's billion and not million dollar industry. They thrive on our insecurities. And, I think that for a long time when I've tried to break into coaching, I've been trying for probably 5 years now. I really get hung up on the idea that, man, it feels like a multi-marketing level scheme. Like, here's the highest, and then it's getting broken down, and they're selling this 30-day program that's going to fix everything about you. And then I see people that aren't even trained in mental health, like, hey, look at, we've got this cognitive behavioral program. Let's work on that. Check. Right. And so it's kind of been off-putting, and I've really tried to come into this space and really bring maybe the science piece behind some of it, the actual education and professional experience behind some of it. Side note, not everybody needs an education in certain things to be really good at what they do. But there are certain things, like when it comes to trauma work, you actually need a trauma expert that has had hundreds of hours of training and education and actual work with trauma clients. Otherwise, it can do more harm than good. So, the other thing, because I am in the plant medicine space, that I have often seen, and when you're doing market research to look at what the industry is like, um, psychedelics are still pretty stigmatized. I think it's becoming more of a woke person thing. I don't know if I'm using that term right. I'm old, y'all. Um, but like the people that are more into health and wellness, but then it becomes too much of that check mark, right? But when I'm doing my market research and I'm looking at people that do plant medicine retreats and this, that, and the other, something that I see, and no shame to them or anything, just my observation is a lot of people that look like me pretending to be shamans and these deep healers. And I'm not. That's not what I would ever claim to be, right? And so when we look at this industry and everything's kind of a checkbox, we forget that we actually have to embody the checkboxes. So if it's about meditation, it's not just sitting down for 10 minutes and going, oh, I meditated, check. It's about deeply connecting to the meditation. I have ADHD, my mind wanders. Meditation isn't about the absence of thought in any way, shape, or form. It's the ability to recognize you're having thoughts, come back to your grounded moment, and do it all over again. And what that does in the twofold path is allows you to notice your moment to moment experience. So when triggers come up, you can respond differently. Although we are human, we're not always going to respond differently. But that's meditation. Journaling, right? Journaling needs to go deeper. It's more about being super reflective. What was really helpful in the day? How did you feel? Temperature checks, all of the things, right? Um, Crystals, I don't know. I think they're fun. I haven't dove into like what crystals do for certain healing, but I will say that there are people that I do follow in the health and wellness space in the coaching industry. And I follow them because I feel the genuine parts of who they are come through, even though I've never met them and they're here online. Um, But October of 2023, I kind of got rid of all of my social media and started over. And it was because my algorithms became too much in this coaching industry and it was giving me a very negative perception. And I had to step back and go, who am I? What am I doing? So, again, not a shaman. I'm not here to help you just check something off on a box in an Instagrammable way. I am here to help you integrate into your life those changes that you want to see. And I come from a place that is from a professional background in mental health, heavy on the plant medicine, continuing education and programs, heavy in trauma certifications. I come from a place that is really into the science behind why things like meditation, journaling, grounding work. And I'm not a shaman, but I'm just here to help you explore something deeper inside of yourself to help you have better relationships, not only with yourself, but with people around you. And that was a long tangent that I did not expect, but here we are. If you made it to the end, I'm glad you're here. Have a good one.